this is probably my #1 pet peeve as a recruiter.
What's up, guys?
Hey everyone, welcome to our channel today, you guys. We got the whole fam here.
Oh yeah.
We got my little Finner.
Actually, we have a hilarious story about Finley.
Oh
so
my gosh, you guys.
We just got the car cleaned, and Brittany and I were both vacuuming out the car. As we were vacuuming, he was freaking out.
Oh my
Whining
gosh.
like crazy, and guess who he was whining for as I was trying to soothe and calm him? Yeah.
His favorite, you guys.
Yeah. I told Finn, I was like, I'm gonna have to rethink our relationship, dude.
It was so sweet. He wasn't barking, he was whimpering. He was doing that, and his whole little body was shaking because I was in the back trying to vacuum it out, and I think it was the combination of the noise of the vacuum and then just me not being here by him, but you guys, he was just crying. And Jared's like, come here, buddy, come on. And he just wouldn't
not
even look
giving me
at
the time
Jared.
of day.
It was so funny. He came and then he jumped in my arms, and he's just the cutest thing ever. Huh.
His eyes were just straight on Britt, just
tractor beam.
He's a mama's boy, that's for sure. He'll play hard with Jared, but he loves to cuddle and take care of me.
I was really surprised by that, but you know. I'm actually curious, if you guys own a dog with your spouse or, you know, significant other, whatever, does your dog have a favorite?
Yeah, that's actually a really good question. I'd be really interested to know that as well. That's awesome. But you guys, we decided to come out. No cooking for me tonight, no cooking for Jared. We've been doing a lot of that, as I'm sure a lot of you guys have been as well with everything going on. But you guys, we decided to come out tonight and support a local business, because as many of you guys know, a lot of especially restaurants and businesses in the service industry are being affected by COVID-19. And so what a ton of our restaurants in our area are doing are, it's drive-through only, so you can't even go in the store. You just call ahead and they come out and give you the food straight to your car, which is awesome. We decided, you know what, let's go support a local business, get some yummy food. So we've come to a place called Plates and Pallets. Now that's a tongue twister. Try and say that 5 times.
Plates and pallets, plates and pallets, plates and pallets, plates and pallets. Done.
Crushed it.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know you were doing that.
Crushed it.
Funny thing about Plates and Pallets though, is that I believe it was our second vlog, or no, third. It was one of the first 5.
Yeah, it was one of the first ones. And for any of you that have been here, let us know if you remember the restaurant we came to with Nate and Michelle on a game night double date. This is the same restaurant, one of our favorites. We haven't been to it in probably a few months now. And so we wanted to come out, support them. So we are gonna look over their menu, give them a call, and then pick up the food and head home.
How can I help you?
We would like to have 2 of your lemon tarragon chickens.
Okay.
So Britt, you guys wanted me to show you this carriage. She says that it reminds her of Cinderella.
Cinderella, Cinderella.
Funny little fact that I learned about Cinderella, back in the 50s when it was released, it actually saved Disney out of a financial crisis. We just got back and dinner was absolutely delicious. I ordered way too much though.
Yeah. But hey, at least we supported local business.
Oh yeah.
We both kind of feel sick to our stomachs though, because we inhaled that food.
Oh, it was so good. I think we're just so used to us cooking. I feel like it always tastes
Oh,
better.
what does that say about my cooking?
No, well, hold on.
Gonna be on the couch tonight, you guys.
Hold on. No, what I meant by that.
Oh, now
is
he's gonna try and save it. Let's
I feel like
hear how he
food
saves it.
always tastes better than when you cook it. And so I've been cooking a lot of my own food. Yours always tastes great.
Yeah, good save. You guys, should we give Jared's save a rating from 1 to 10?
Ooh, that's bad.
Ladies out there.
Yeah, give me the 10.
That
was
funny.
a good one.
Jared was just teasing me before this because I was getting set up at the counter because I'm going to be talking to you guys about something really important. He's like, this looks like a newscast. And I'm sorry, but this is the only place we have to really sit here. It's here or the couch.
And on that note, take it away, Weather.
Oh my gosh. Jared is literally acting like I'm on a newscast. This is so funny. Trying to lighten the mood a little bit here. Oh my gosh. Can you guys hear him laughing in the background? Okay, but in all seriousness, many of you guys are probably here because you've seen the title of this video. And with that being said, there's a good chance that many of you are dealing with unemployment right now. I don't want to get too much into the why behind all this. It's a really sensitive subject for me. I know a few vlogs back, I really kind of broke down about this. This whole virus and economy shutdown has really affected both Jared and I personally. It's affected a lot of our friends and some family members. And so it's just really tough out there right now, you guys. I think there's over 16 million people who have filed for unemployment up to this point, and it's just going up from there. My heart goes out to you if you are dealing with being laid off. Personally, having gone through this before and dealing with some changes in my current job right now, I feel for you and I'm right there with you. For any of you that are new to our channel, or even some of you may not know this, but I am actually in HR and I have been recruiting for years. I have recruited everyone from, you know, an entry-level call center position all the way up to C-level executive. So I feel like I have a lot of knowledge in this area. I've had a couple of friends reach out to me asking me for some advice kind of along the way, and I thought, hey, what better way than to use our platform right now on YouTube than to share my knowledge. I know it's not our typical fun video, but hopefully you guys will find all of this information really helpful, and hopefully it will be helpful in helping you find your next job. So let's jump into this, you guys. My first recommendation, my first tip is to take action now. When you lose a job, it can be really, really devastating and hard, but I would say especially with the economy right now and the influx of people losing their jobs, it's gonna be harder now to try and get a job because of just the influx of people that are gonna be applying for jobs. The longer you wait, the longer it could take to get a job. So that is my first recommendation. As hard as it is, jump into action and start getting things ready to start applying for jobs. So number two, you guys, which this is so important nowadays, use your connections to let people know that you are in search for your next job. So whether that be posting on like social media, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn is a huge one. However you can, notify your friends, your family members, and let them know. Maybe even in that same post, let them know positions that you're interested in, because you never know where a connection like that will come into play. I can't even tell you how many times as a recruiter, people have come in as referrals, and when you know someone personally and kind of go off their personal recommendation and things like that, it's a super big advantage. And then the next thing that goes along right with that is start updating all the things that you're gonna need to do to become interview ready. That would be hopping on LinkedIn. If you don't already have a LinkedIn profile, I would definitely recommend getting one set up. It's free. I use LinkedIn all the time. It's basically kind of like your online resume. It's a super great tool to use, especially when you're on the hunt for jobs. The next big thing, you guys, is update your resume. Now, when it comes to resumes, I know there's a lot of back and forth on what you should, what you shouldn't have on there. Let me kind of just simplify and let you know what I look for in resumes. Resumes need to be really clean and simple. I feel like a lot of the time, especially with people that have a ton of experience, tend to put too much on their resume and they just send in like a 3-page resume. All recruiters I know really like 1-page resumes. You get to the facts, you get to your points, highlight the ones that are going to be applicable for the job that you're applying for. When I see resumes come through that are just really busy, it's really hard to focus and really find out like what the person is about. So keep it simple, keep it professional. Along those lines, you guys, this is probably my #1 pet peeve as a recruiter. I can always tell when someone has just blasted out a resume to 10 different types of jobs. Say I'm looking for someone in IT and what they have listed has nothing to do with IT. I know that it's really easy just to blast out your resume to a ton of jobs, but you guys, if you just take a couple extra minutes, tweak your resume to the types of positions, I promise you, you will have a better success rate at getting interviews scheduled than if you just blast it out. Here's a little recruiting secret for you. As you're going to apply for a position, you will of course read the job description. There is so much information information in the job description that you can use to your benefit. In there, the company is pretty much laying out to you what they're looking for, what they're about, the qualifications they're needing in their role. They're basically kind of giving you a map. Definitely take those little pieces of information they have in the job description, and if you have those same qualifications, highlight those in your resume and make that stand out, because as a recruiter, I'm gonna read through that and say, oh wow, this candidate has a ton of what I'm looking for in this role. Also, with your resume, you guys make sure all the punctuation is correct. I'd also recommend giving your resume to a few friends or family members, having them read through it, seeing what they think, because sometimes it's easy to miss small, simple little things in resumes, but a second pair of eyes never hurts. The next thing is to start applying for the positions. A few sites that I would definitely recommend using are, number one is probably Indeed.com. It is a job board, meaning it is pulling job postings from lots of different sources and it's putting them all together on one platform. So when you go to look through there, it is pulling jobs from everywhere and it's kind of all your fingertips in one location, which is awesome. The second site I would definitely recommend is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn has a section called LinkedIn Jobs, and there are tons of jobs on there. What's really nice about that is a lot of the time you can apply for the position just right with your LinkedIn profile, which is really easy and convenient. Last thing I'll say about applying for jobs, if the company is asking for like a phone screen or any sort of assessment, take it. I can't tell you how many candidates I see just skim right over if we put up like a phone screen that has maybe 5 questions on it. The company is obviously doing that, you guys, because they're one, wanting someone to take the time to fill that out, 2, that says you're detail oriented enough and you pay attention to that, and 3, that says you're confident because you're willing to take those assessments to see if you're the right fit for the position. All right, you guys, I could go on and on about those things, but I'm gonna move on really quickly. So say you do get an interview. Before you have your interview, obviously right now it's gonna be phone interview or maybe like a Skype type interview. My top 3 tips for interviewing that way is test the audio video beforehand. Make sure that you know how to get on the call, you know how to dial in, you know how to connect. Super helpful, and it makes you put your best foot forward starting off the interview. Second tip would definitely be to do your research on the company you are interviewing for. I can't tell you how many times over the years I've interviewed people asking them if they know what we do as a company, and so many people will say, no, I don't, can you tell me about it? That is the first sign to me that they're really not that interested in the position, because they didn't take just 5 minutes to go look over our company's website or really take the time to scope out if it's somewhere they even want to work as well. So do the research, know the basics about the company you're interviewing for. I promise you it'll help you in the interview process. My next tip, you guys, when you are in the interview process, make sure you're getting back to the recruiters really quickly and that you are flexible with your schedule. It shows the recruiter and the company that you're really interested and you're willing to work around things. Having candidates really make the time to fit in and respond quickly to recruiters shows a lot about you as a candidate, but then also the quicker you get back to them, the quicker you can move along in the interview process, because the longer you wait to get back to a recruiter, that gives more time for other candidates to come in and to move further along. I'm not gonna get into interview questions. I feel like that's a whole nother video. Maybe comment down below, let me know if you want me to do a video just on interview questions, because I feel like I could be here for the next 30 minutes talking about that. But I will say this, 2 tidbits of information for your first interview calls is always thank them for their time and always let them know how interested you are in the position. My last little tidbit is during the interview, you guys always come prepared with maybe 2 or 3 questions, because usually at the end of every interview, the recruiter will always ask the candidate, okay, what questions do you have for me or us as a company? There are so many times that people say, oh, none, I can't think of any. You guys always have questions. That shows the company you really are interested in this role. But then also, you guys, it's a benefit to you, because this is your chance to ask the company to, hey, tell me a little bit about what it's like to work there. Tell me what you're really looking for to get out of this candidate. And that helps you if it's gonna be a good fit for you as well. So guys, I know that was a ton of information. I hope that didn't bore you, but I really do sincerely hope that that information can be helpful. I know how stressful it can be to be out of a job and to be applying for positions. It is overwhelming, but stay positive, follow those steps. If you have any other questions, drop them down in the comments below. I'll try and answer as many of them as I can, because I hope it will help you in your job search. I'm turning it back over to Ted now. He's gonna go over the traffic. I'm sorry, that was
That
so
was
much.
quite the snow report.
That was so much talking, you guys.
It must have been a natural disaster.
Stop. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new to our channel, welcome. We don't always do these newscasts, I promise. But
We promise they're more enjoyable.
we promise we're more fun than that.
But this is very educational and helpful.
Yeah, I hope it came across that way. Please, like I said, if you have any questions, you can also shoot me a direct message over on Instagram at Jared and Britt. I'll try and get to as many of those there as I can as well. But you guys just know this time is going to end. Things are gonna get better with the craziness of the economy right now. They always do. So just stay strong. I hope you use these tips and we will all get through this.
All right, guys, we love you. And until next time, we will see you later.
Good night.
Bye.